As the rest of the family enters new generations or receives mid-cycle refreshes, the Tundra looks on waiting for its own updates. Well, those arrive for the upcoming 2026 model year, and the changes are a mix of mechanical, comfort, tech, and style, all aimed at making the 2026 Toyota Tundra a more appealing option in the full-size truck segment. And yes, one of those new updates for 2026 is this pretty wild blue hue available on the TRD Pro model. It's called Wave Maker, and it's a heck of a way for your Tundra to stand apart from the rest. The pickup truck market is incredibly competitive. It's filled with customers who have fierce brand loyalty and also plenty of knowledge of their favorite vehicles, and those are the competition. So it's rather wise for any truck maker to roll out upgrades in an effort to improve their products and also try and grab a bit of market share. For the Tundra, Toyota has improved bits and pieces of the truck across all trim levels. At the top, the uber fancy capstone gets shale premium textured leather on the seats, while the not nearly as fancy but still fancy Limited gets black leather trim with a fresh pattern and contrasting stitching. For all double cab models, there are now air vents on the rear of the center console. All models also come standard with Toyota Safety Sense 2.5, which has many safety features like full speed dynamic cruise control, lane departure assist, auto high beams, and more. But we're talking trucks here, so I know you care more about any upgraded mechanical bits. To that end, Toyota now fits all trims with the larger 32.2 gallon fuel tank as standard. There's no small tank anymore. Also standard across the lineup is a tow hitch with a 7-pin, 4-pin connector, and that includes the SR model. Powertrain-wise, you still have a choice between the iForce twin-turbo V6 and the iForce Max Hybrid. The non-electrified version pumps out 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, except on the SR where it's downgraded to 348 horse and 405 pound-feet of torque. Step up to the iForce Max and you'll get 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque, and that torque peaks as low as 2400 RPM. Over on the off-road ready Tundra models, you get some additional updates. For the TRD Pro, you can spec the truck in the aforementioned exclusive Wavemaker blue color. You can now also spec the isodynamic seats. These are the bouncy seats first offered on the Tacoma TRD Pro. The packaging should be better on the Tundra as there's more space in that second row. It's pretty cramped in the back of the Tacoma, and it's worse so if you spec'd the isodynamic seats. And as a first-gen Montero owner, I still chuckle a bit at this fancy new tech. My truck from 1991 has the factory-installed bouncy seat, and it moves up and down from the base. It works great with no impact to interior packaging. It doesn't stop lateral movement like the ISO seats are supposed to do, however. Back to the Tundra. If you order one with the TRD Rally Package, it now features a 3-inch suspension lift and also includes the Tow Tech package. By the way, the max tow capacity of the Tundra is a fairly hefty 12,000 pounds. Of course, an updated truck results in updated pricing. The SR sees the biggest jump with a $1,270 rise in the starting price. Meanwhile, the pricier models see a much smaller jump, with the Platinum, $1,794, TRD Pro, and Capstone all with an MSRP increase of under $200. So what do you think, Tundra fans? Are these mid-cycle updates an improvement on the product, or are you ready to see something more here? Sound off in the comments.